What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Rooted in Reptiles. Today we're just going to basically go over our 2018 breeding season for you. We'll talk about what we were able to pair and what we found out as far as genders go with our animals. And this little guy right here is going to be one of my 2017 purchases. This is a orange line bred to a T positive. He looks kind of browned out right now. We'll have to get some better pictures when the weather warms up of him outside and when he's not coming towards the shed, because he's really bright yellow, and he's awesome. All these bands are nice and bright yellow once he sheds. He has lots of yellow that comes down through the tail. This guy right here is the only animal that we aren't, without a doubt, 100% certain on gender. Last year I bought two 75% turners, and I bought this guy. The two 75% turners both dropped sperm plugs, which sucks because I wanted one to be a girl, obviously, but so when I paired them with him, they both shielded. The one more dominant turner tried attacking him, so we split them up quickly. And we're going to say that it's safe to assume that if both males are shielding and acting aggressively towards it, it's most likely a male. He probably just hasn't dropped sperm plugs that I found yet. And so with due time, I'm sure he'll come around next year. We're going to use him as a breeder because he's just awesome. Again, he looks pretty brown here inside and coming into a shed, but trust me, he's awesome. So this year, okay, we'll start with last year. Last year, we were able to successfully pair one pair. That was the white whale and the classic male that I have. She didn't end up taking, for whatever reason, no big deal. So we got them to pair this year. We got 3 locks out of them. On the male, tried locking her the first time, and she ended up moving, so it was a miss. Then the second time, they got a successful lock, and she nicked his hemipene. So then we had to give him 7 days off once they nick their hemipenes. You give them 7 days off, and as long as they're not showing any signs of infection, any swelling, any redness, anything like that, they're okay to go back into breeding 7 days after the injury, as long as you make sure that they use their opposite hemipene. So he got his right hemipene nicked, so I made sure that he was breeding with his left hemipene. Not a big deal, a little bit of extra work on my part, but we got it done. So we ended up getting 3 successful locks out of them, which I was really happy with. Hopefully we can get some awesome classic babies out of them. They're part of my ultralight classic project. Nothing crazy, just trying to produce really light classics. Then we got I have my 50% male turner. That's a 2016 baby that I purchased last year. He's awesome. He looks great. He was able to successfully breed the Sunset Cross female that I have. I had the Sunset Cross last year, but she was just acting way too spazzy, not into it at all. So I said, hey, no need to force her into trying to breed or anything like that. So we ended up pairing this year, and she came right into her cycle, perfect. Got 4 locks out of that pair. So I'm really happy with that. They should produce some awesome looking babies. The male is he's 50% Turner and 50% Sunrise, and the female is, I think she's maybe 25% Sunset, but she's really yellow. If she wasn't bred, then I would pull her out and show you. I just don't really like to disturb the females once they're bred. I really don't see the need to stress them out, especially if they took and they're now gravid and trying to grow babies in there. The less stress, the better. I don't know if that truly helps them or not, but I know if I was pregnant, I wouldn't want to be bothered. So anyway, we got 4 locks out of them, so hopefully she takes, and we'll have 2 litters there. And then the third female that I was able to get bred was an unsexed animal that I have at a friend's. Oh, you're peeing. An unsexed animal that I have at a friend's that I purchased last winter. That's a 2016 baby, and it's too small to breed last year, so I said keep it. We're kind of working on a little bit of a project together. We'll see what happens. But that one ended up turning out to be female. Now, of course, the year of nicked hemipenes, she nicked the male's hemipene, which stinks, but that's part of breeding. So we got one successful lock out of that pair. The male has passed his 7-day mark, but of course now he's in shed. Breeding in shed is kind of iffy. I was able to successfully breed both of my males that I was using this year here. They bred in shed, no problem. They were a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more defensive. They would kind of shield the females a little bit, and then they would just go crazy and breed. But they got the job done and no one got hurt. So, you know, that works. And if they were too overly aggressive, like trying to really go at them, then I would have separated them and tried after they shed. But once you start breeding skinks, you can kind of learn what's out of your comfort level for aggression, breeding aggression. Skinks are naturally aggressive when they breed, but for me, it was a little bit more than I liked. Or it wasn't too much. I don't know what I'm saying. It wasn't too much that made me uncomfortable. I tried to get a 5th lock out of the Turner and the Sunset when the male was really, really close to shedding, and he was really aggressive, and she was coming out of her window, so she started to get aggressive, and I was just like, not worth it. I just was not comfortable at that point, and I said, if they can't breed with 4 locks, well then there's always next year. So we got 3 females bred. That's all the females that I own, because it seems like everything else is male, unfortunately. So I have, I actually just purchased another male from Austin, a sibling to the female that I have over there being bred, and that was a good deal, so I said sure, why not. It's a really nice looking classic male, so I'm really happy with that, and it's part of our project, so I said why not. So with that, I'll show you guys some clips of breeding, some photos of the different pairs that we bred. I hope everyone's having a good season. It seems like a lot of people are doing really well. Austin is up to some astronomical amount of locks this year. I have 3. I think Kara has 10, TC has 7 or something, Travis is up to 2, Greg has, I don't know, 6 or 7 maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, it seems like everyone is doing really, really well this year. So I'm happy to see that, you know, after last year and all the issues that everyone seemed to be having, it seems like things have kind of turned around for everyone this year. For those of you looking to buy skinks, I recommend that you check out, if you're on Facebook, check out the Blue Tongue Skink Keepers. That's a group that I'm an administrator for. We have a really, really good recommended breeders list. We have locations, breeders' websites, breeders' Facebook pages, all of the breeders' social media and stuff like that. What animals they work with, or what species of skinks, at least that they work with and breed. And so for those of you who might be looking to buy one that you can drive and meet to pick up, you can figure out who's in your state, or if there is anyone in your state that we recommend that we would say is reputable and you're safe buying from. Everyone that we have on our list, I've really talked to before, at least once. All of our administrators and Blue Tongue Skink Keepers are all very knowledgeable as far as Taliqua goes, and you know, you can trust us, I guess is what it comes down to. You're going to see a lot of shady people, a lot of people breeding Craigslist animals, a lot of people breeding unknown lineage animals. You know, you buy from someone on the list, you're not going to go wrong. We're not leading you astray. We're very strict on who's on the list. We know everyone on the list. We've owned animals from people on the list. At least it seems like I believe that everyone on the list, at least one of us owns animals from them. So that's, again, very good. you can trust that they're going to get the animal to you safely. They'll answer your questions before, during, and after the sale. And you're not going to be displeased with an animal from anyone that we recommend. When you start going outside of our recommended breeders list, you're going to start running the risk of getting animals that might have issues. And you don't want to do that. It's not really worth it, at least to me, to buy off of the recommended breeders list. There's a lot of diversity in that list. A lot of people all over the country breeding, and a lot of very reputable people breeding. And people that are just more than willing to help you, and people who are truly enthusiastic about blue-tongued skinks. And I mean, it's just a great group of people. How could you just not want this? He's just completely calmed down, and he's just hanging out. He's just chilling. So with that, guys, I hope everyone is having a great year. I really look forward to seeing all the babies this year. There should be tons and tons and tons of them for sale, hopefully, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get some new ones in and hopefully have some of my own. So with that, guys, please have a great day. Enjoy life and keep herping.